I love you all so much. So this video is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whatever is resonating for you, I suggest you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs rather than cross-watching. It's up to you though. These videos are for you. Whatever you're feeling, okay? I'm Val with Eternal Transformations Tarot. This is Manda Pants, my psychic sponge. She's a biggin, so don't let her kick up a leg and scare you. It happens. Just to preface this, my videos are more guided around spiritual enlightenment. The process that we're all going through in this ever-changing eternal transformation lotus flower. For the purposes of video qualities, I do not read the comments live. However, I do go back and I read every single one of them later. So please feel free to comment. We have an amazing moderator tribe here. I have chosen each one, and I've chosen many of them because I want them to be able to be psychically in tune to answer your questions if you have them and I can't get to them right away. Also, make sure you check my community tab because I'm very active on there. And I sometimes, after I read a comment, go back and I answer a question. I'll say at so-and-so and I'll use your handle. So make sure you're checking up on that. Today we're going to pull, for you guys, I'm feeling a little bit of the Mystical Shaman Oracle today. I have all of these decks below. If you like them, I give you the same links I get them from. We're going to pull one Oracle card, the Mystical Shaman, for you. I use different ones I use whatever I'm feeling. I did cut the Light Seers, which we're going to use for your base deck, and I'm putting all these cards back, but I want to talk about the pre-shuffle. Okay? So we have I cut it 3 times. I shuffled and cut it 3 times. We have the 8 of Swords. Love this connotation of the 8 of Swords, right? Feeling a little bit trapped, but notice it's her reflection. It's her reflection. She doesn't see it. She doesn't see it's your shadow work that's completing. And here's how I know this, because we have the Moon and then the Death card, okay? Death and rebirth. Notice how in this one it's called Death Rebirth, right? So you're finishing up some shadow work, breaking through some illusions possibly of victimization. Not that you put yourself there. I'm not saying you put yourself here, okay? I'm just saying it's darn well your fault if you stay there. Don't let me trigger you. Or do. That's what I'm here to do. Okay. So let's see what's going on in this reading. I'm putting all these back, bringing it back together. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot for your basic spread. And we're going to pull an Oracle card in the very beginning for you. Take a big old deep belly breath. Out your spine. Up your spine. Up, out your crown chakra. Release all expectations of this reading so that they can blow your mind. Calling in all angels. For Taurus, please. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Calling in all angels. Spirit guides. Passed on loved ones of the light. The powers that be. God, Allah, universe, spirit, source. Calling in the powers of the light to give us your messages for our beautiful humans down here on this 3D plane, getting through it. For my Tauruses, for my Taurians. Ooh, felt this buzz. Something buzzed right on top here. Right on top. Water. Ooh, I am surprised. Going with the flow. You are melding into this flow right now. Okay, some of you finishing up some shadow work, and some of that is moving with the flow of energy. Understanding the ups and downs is part of this beautiful game of life. Water. 61, also a 7. Very powerful spiritual number. Let's read just a little bit of that. Don't worry, shallow. I got my glasses. Yes, we do. Yes. Okay, water, 61. Speaking of. Okay. Water, this is the essence of the card. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, rebirth, revival, and cleansing. And when I put all those cards back together, I just want you to know this was on top again. Death, rebirth. Oh, I'm loving it. Nose tickle. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after a deluge. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. You know, a perfect example of that is looking at the coast of any continent and seeing the water that's moving in fingers. Water will always move towards, but it's given form by the landmass. Water has no form without containment, right? You're reshifting, you're moving past old boundaries. The invitation here, when water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust that you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. What did I say in the pre-shuffle? It's all about flow for you guys right now. And this is part of your spiritual transformation, is moving with this flow. You know, you remember, and I put it back, but you saw that I pulled that moon card and she's sinking down into the water, right? Moving with the ebb and flow. When it's ebbing, just ebb, okay? When it's flowing, flow. But when it's ebbing, you leave it alone. Just sink down. You know that feeling when you're a little kid, if you're not afraid of water, and you sink to the bottom of the pool, like you have a moment just by yourself or even in your bathtub, but you sink to the bottom and there's just this peace that surrounds you, this overwhelming peace. It feels like that. It feels like that when you're flowing in the ebb, right? When you're flowing in the pool back. Moving with it, moving with it. Spirit, for my beautiful Taurians out there, what is in their soul? What is in their soul? I just want to mention I've seen the what? I've seen the I just shuffled it again. I saw this card. I was about to say I've seen the wheel card once in your pre-shuffle and then once again just now. This must be your soul. This must be your soul. The rest came out. That's a lot. Okay, so you're moving up the wheel. Okay, you spent some time on the bottom, didn't you? Didn't you? Trying to control that wheel. But when you flow, this card is truly about flow, about the ebb and flow, balancing your dark and light, knowing that it's going to go both ways. Okay, but the more you release into it, the more you flow into it, the faster you move up that wheel. You rise up to the top like a turd in the ocean. I just got reminded of one of my friends. I'm very authentic on here, y'all. You'll get used to it if you're new. One of my friends, when we were kids, we were out too far in the lake, too far, and we were on those noodle things, and our dads were yelling at us like, get on up in here, get on up in here. And she pooped in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the lake. And I was trying to get away from it because the thing kept coming towards me. The thing floated right on towards me. Just float like a turd. Be thinking about that all day now. I'm not going to call her out because that would be embarrassing. Spirit, what's in their ego? What's in their conscious mind? If that's their subconscious, if that's their soul, please tell me what the ego is. Where is the ego? Where is the ego? Some people call this what's blocking you, but sometimes these are in alignment, and that means you're doing just fine. So I don't like to say what's blocking them because it's not always the case. Sometimes you're in alignment. Ooh, that's something buzz. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is absolutely moving into the flow, the give and take, the balance of it, Some of you may have some concerns about money. This is coming up to the top for you. This is moving upwards for you. This is balancing out. Some of you may have May have been a few spirit guides coming in. Okay, remembering that when you are afraid of your finance, or when you're concerned and stressed and, staying awake nights thinking about your finances, you're creating an energy of scarcity around the energy of money. You're creating a frequency of scarcity around the energy of money. And money is truly an energy. It was created by man, but it's still an energy, just like a rock or a tree or you or me or my dog or my couch. It's a frequency, and it's actually a very powerful one because we've been using it for a long time. So it's a very powerful one. Whatever you're attaching to that money is how it's going to come to you. Money, when because money may not have the conscious mind you and I have, but it does have sentience. And if it feels your energy like all squirrely and tied up in knots and anxious around the energy of money, money's like, ooh, they don't want any of me. I'm going this way. Because they don't think consciously. When I say they, I mean all the monies. The money doesn't think consciously, sentiently like you and I, but it has an energetic frequency. And it means it can be attracted to that which is attractive, and a place that's, when you have an attitude of gratitude around money, like, I'm thankful for what I have, bring me more reasons to be grateful. There it comes. There it comes. There it comes. Okay, what's in the root of this reading? I want to say also, because this card popped out, having an open heart around it. I want this to be the way you feel about money. Just welcome, my old friend. It's been a minute, right? Welcome back. In the root of this reading, please. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so in the root of the reading, we have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is very much saying you are moving away. I feel like for some of you, it may be a very shaky time with all of the flow that's being asked of you right now. This is usually asked whenever things are changing up on you. Move with this. Things are about to get good. Things are about to get good. We see here you're moving away, making conscious decisions to move away from not only toxic thoughts, people, situations, but especially your thoughts, right? But also the people and situations that trigger those thoughts, so that you can open your heart and live in a place of love, making your life one big, giant, moving prayer, right? This is what's coming for you. And remember, the aces are portals. They are not major and minor arcana. They are portals. And that is free will for you to step into. If this is where you're at right now, you're on the right track. Get excited, because things are about to be changing for you, especially with this wheel in your soul. This is your higher self saying, baby, this is what is coming. Okay? This is what is coming. Keep balancing your mind and your heart, that ego. Keep moving with the ebb and the flow. Keep flowing with it, laughing at these stupid problems that pop up. The other day I got really irritated with my dog, and I felt so guilty because I hollered at her, and I could see it in her face. I hurt her feelings, and it was over being a puppy. She's a year and a half. She was just being a puppy. She was chasing a ball. She is a Great Dane mix. She ran into the dresser. The TV fell off. I mean, obviously, I had to holler a little bit. It was scary. But everything was okay. Nothing broke, surprisingly. And that's just the way it works out. And you have to sometimes laugh. She knew it was an accident. She slipped. She's an enormous dog. She slipped. Keep that balance and make sure that you're just moving with the jokes of this life. How you're reacting to situations is truly affecting what's coming for you. It's truly designing your reality. Every single moment. What are you thinking about? Who are you spending your time around? What are you putting your time into? Spirit, what of their past do they need to remember now? My ear just started like burning. I got some weird spirit guides in here today. Sometimes they tickle my nose. Is it red? Oh man, it's not as red as it feels. Ooh, it's burning. It's like on fire. What of their past they need to know? Remember who you are, Taurus. You are centered. You are grounded. You are lovely. You are stable. You're connected. I love how she's standing on a pinnacle and holding a pinnacle. She's grounded yet flowing. She's not stubbornly grounded, right? She's able to move. She's able to move with this breeze or this wind or the movement of whatever's coming at her with grace. With grace. Spirit, what's crowning over them for my Tauruses right now? What is crowning over them? Think about that money. Think about that money, honey. Okay, now I'm getting a very good vibe from this, okay? Sometimes it can mean penny pinching or being greedy. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like look at, she's honoring her money, honoring her relationship with money. I want you to work on really looking at what is your relationship to the energy of money, this old energy of money that's been around much longer than many of us, right? It's a very old energy, going back way beyond the Roman times. Okay, currency. What is your energy to money? What is your energy to currency? What is your relationship there? Because that's what's coming back at you. This is something they just want you to look at. It's okay. They just want you to look at it. It's okay. Spirit, what else is crowning over them? I pull a triple crown here. Don't worry. I don't know who I'm saying that to. Don't worry. Oh, lovely. We have some surrender going on. Okay, so as both of these cards are feeling like a surrender into the flow. And as you do this, new gifts start opening up for you. Notice that she doesn't have a regular cup. This is the Queen of Cups. She doesn't have a regular cup. She has a scribing cup. And remember, and this is right at the pinnacle of your crown. I'm going to pull one more for your triple crown. But this is right in the middle of your crown, sitting right underneath water. Moving with this. This is your magic. And for my Tauruses out there, this is how to unlock one of your greatest magics. Because every sign has, so for instance, if Taurus is your sun sign, you are here to work on being a Taurus. Your moon sign is the gifts you already hold within you. I'm a Virgo, so I'm here to learn how to be more analytical and more organized. To serve. You're a Taurus. So you're here to learn how to let go. Right? Bulls are stubborn. And that's okay. That's part of your power. It's about the balance in between that will unlock your true gifts. And your magic lies within facing the shadow of holding on too tightly. How do you see this woman? Is she holding on to her purse? Is she clutching it? Or is she honoring it? Your perception is everything. Moving with this flow will be everything for you. Spirit, a third crown, please. Get that triple crown going on. Now, these energies showering over you, this triple crown that's showering over you, these are the energies available to you. This is not telling your future. This is me telling you, baby, here's what's available to you if you want to step into it. Notice how we move from this to this. Surrender. Earning your Queen of Cups. You are meant to earn all of them, not just Queen of Pentacles, okay? You're meant to earn all of them so you can get your Empress or your Emperor, right? And 10 of Pentacles. As you honor your situation, an attitude of gratitude for what little you may have, or what, however very much you may have, moving into the surrender of the flow and saying just, thank you. They're giving you more. They're giving you more. And they're giving you more. The blessings are in the lessons, huh? As you transmute that shadow, you unlock a very special gift where everything you touch turns to gold. Everything. And it's so much more than that, because this is 10 of Pentacles. This is family. This is abundance. Abundance that will last legacies. That will last legacies. They're reminding me, sometimes I tickle my ear with it. They're reminding me to let you know, these are timeless readings. These are timeless readings. So this may be for someone 6 months in the future that I'm saying this for. But if you are just tuning in, these are timeless readings. These are not for a specific month. Take them for right now. If you're hitting it right now, if you're watching it right now, but make sure that if this pops into your feed, someone, this just happened to someone the other day, a video from like 6 months ago, a year ago, I think a year ago. She was like, this is exactly where I am right now. I don't know how this popped into my feed. That's the way it's supposed to happen. That's the way it's supposed to happen. When we put too much restriction around it, box, it doesn't leave any room for the universe to work through me. I'm just a vessel, y'all. I'm just a vessel. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This should be a confirmation reading. Spirit, what's coming in their near future if they step into these energies? If they step into these energies. Oh, yes, getting your Queen of Swords. What did I say? Moving towards that Empress. Oh, I'm liking this. Yes, look at that wisdom. Notice the silver streaks in her hair, no matter that she is young, holding her samurai sword. Yes, getting your Queen of Swords. This woman is a warrior of light. She is light, lovely, spiritually connected, but come mess with her. She got words for you. Okay, this is someone who is truly analytical in the best way. In the best way. And you notice these silver streaks in her hair. It's denoting her wisdom. The samurai sword that she used to cut herself from the 8 of Swords. You remember that came out in your pre-shuffle, the 8 of Swords, where you're all tied up in your shadow work. She used this samurai sword to cut herself free. In the traditional tarot, the Queen of Swords sits in her throne with her hand out and her sword out, like, come face me for judgment, right? She did not inherit her throne. She earned it, right? And there's a rope tied around her wrist that has been cut, and it's dangling down because she cut herself free. They are saying no one can do this but you, and you are about to be here if you step in to these energies of flow. Wisdom is yours. Wisdom is yours. Spirit, please give me your direct messages. I'm going to pull 3 cards here. One may be yours. Send your energy to me now from your heart, but then release it like a fart in the wind so that they can blow your mind. The World. Someone's finishing up a circle. I'm feeling this for you. Ooh, look at that snake eating its own tail. Flowing with it. Look how she sits in that. She sits in that saying, oh yes, I'm in the flow now. That's when you get that pink cloud over you. And blessings just start shining down on you. Yes, Lord, 9 of Pentacles. Oh yes, feeling good. And who got you there? You. You got you there. She got her here. She built this lovely garden of contentment, of peace. Peace and flow is what I'm hearing for you. And it's, you want it. Ooh, you want it? Spirit. And 9 of Pentacles is very Taurus to me. It's like enjoying the creature comforts of life, truly sitting in the present moment, the here and now, and finding so much joy that your cup overfloweth. It runneth over, right? Right? One more, please. One more, please. That was some good energy. I could taste it. It tastes like watermelon Jolly Rancher. Oh, yes, and the High Priestess. Ooh, someone's waking up. Getting downloads. Getting downloads. Now, with this High Priestess and this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Swords, the 2 most psychic queens. I mean, all the queens have their own psychic gifts, specifically. But these are 2. This one's very in tune with spirit. This one is very psychic, very in tune with emotion and empathic, right? With these 2 combined, our powers combined, I am Captain Planet. You are going to be getting major downloads. You are going to be elevating to the high priestess, where your channel is prepared, where your channel, your vessel is ready for gifts that you cannot currently handle at this frequency. I'm not going to read the comments, but I saw y'all were laughing at my Captain Planet. Our powers combined. I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet. He's a hero. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Okay. Please don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid of pigs flying. Okay, that can happen for you. That can happen for you. Dream. You're about to get to a state of dreaming bigger. Make sure you keep your thoughts at a high vibration, at your highest self, right? For some of you, I'm also feeling, because the placement that this came out in was other people seeing you, okay? Someone may really have the feels for you. I'm going to get a clarifier on this. Someone really might have the feels for you. Look at this, at the top of this deck, because I shuffled them all for y'all, the world again. Ooh, y'all are finishing a cycle and dancing naked inside of it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Oh, and look at the other side. Ace of Pentacles. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. If some of you feeling like you're in a rough place right now, this is the last whisper fart end of it. I'm going to say that. Can you please clarify this Page of Cups? Who's watching them? It's not a negative feeling at all. It's not a negative feeling. It's not a stalker feeling. It just feels like someone's into you. Or maybe you're into them. I don't know. Reverse it. Flip it and reverse it. If you need to. You do it. This is your reading. You do what resonates for you. You take the notes that resonate for you. Can you please clarify this, please? Oh, the moon. Oh. Okay, so we have the moon in reverse. I want to say a few things about this. Definitely could be a water sign with all this. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? And also, hello, titties. Those are nice. I know, don't get distracted. But notice the gift being offered to you. So we definitely see an offer coming through. An offer coming through. And it's almost as, what I'm feeling here, reading this intuitively, is an illusion has been lifted. Like an illusion has been lifted in some way. Like, I also feel like it had to be now. Like, or it had to be, at the time y'all come together, it was like, it had to be now, because you had some work to do. And so did they. So did they. They had some work to do. But it's like you come together naked. And I don't mean that like... No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean it like spiritually naked, like in a way where no more games, ain't got time for that. Coming to each other and like adults. I'm hearing like okay, thank you. Golly, y'all have some ones that get my ear. Y'all have to buzz in my ear. It's almost like coming together. You've both been burned, but you are not coming fresh out of that. You healed that, and you're like, next time around, okay, it's like you have this conversation, like, this is what I want. I want to be treated like this. I expect this. I do want kids. I don't want kids. You just lay it all out there. You're not afraid of attaching to them, of losing them if they don't want what you want. Because that's okay. And you know now that the best good for all is to honor yourself first, right? That's the best for all. It's like coming to yourself in a place without all of these, I want to say, far-fetched expectations. Like, sometimes we have these expectations, or others have expectations upon us that they never even tell us about. And then suddenly, 6 months into the relationship, a year into the relationship, they're all of a sudden disappointed in all the things we thought, oh, I thought you loved that about me. That's what I'm feeling. Like someone's going to get a person that actually wants you exactly the way you are. No BS. No BS. No illusion. No illusion. Wow. Love doesn't come out a lot in this reading, so I would take that as it resonates. Okay, Spirit, what are there hopes and fears for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising? Tell me about their hopes and fears. Someone's got a little fear of success, huh? Okay, I'm going to say this means one of two things, and it's going to resonate with you how it resonates with you. Fear of success and victory, but I want success and I want victory, right? Or fear of failure on the way to success, right? We got this card right here. I want to show you both sides. They're making this clear to me to show you both sides, because this is your truest fear and your truest hope and dreams, right? Victory, absolute victory, right? Recognition after, and not for nothing. This isn't a need. This is someone who worked very hard to get where they are, and they are getting recognition for how hard they worked, and so you deserve, right? But then we turn it around on this side, and it's like, man, was it even worth it? Maybe some of you are afraid of that. Notice how bloody they all are. All of his guys are all bloody, and he's like, man, I don't even know if this war was worth fighting, right? So some of you may be wondering, is it even worth it? Some of you, is this, getting here, will it even be worth it? What if I fail? Well, what if you do? What if it opens up a whole new door on that? What if you succeed? What if it's the greatest thing you ever did? Interesting. I'm keeping this with it. Look at that. Look at that. Look, don't think about it too much, okay? This, another ace for you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Come on now. They are trying to bring you passion, and they're saying sometimes you get up in your head about it and you procrastinate, right? And you miss the mark. Because there are certain sweet spots in the universe where I'm not saying it's all going to be easy. You're going to need some courage, Where I'm not saying it's all going to be easy. You're going to need some courage, John Wayne. What does John Wayne say? Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. Look at her dreaming. Little Footy's dreaming. Is that a good dream? Are you chasing rabbits? Are you chasing rabbits? Right? Lightning is striking. And when lightning strikes, you got to take advantage. Right now. Spirit, if they step into all of these, I think I'm going to pull one more oracle for y'all because I'm feeling it. Pull y'all Kali. I'm feeling a Kali card. Ooh, no, I'm feeling Isis. If they step into all of these, where are they headed? 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to talk about all of them. I usually pull another Triple Crown here. Where are they headed? Final outcome. Stepping into, especially, these hopes and fears. Yeah. These hopes and fears. Where are they headed? This is the long term, so this could be the end of the year, a couple months from now. Spirit, where are they headed? Where are they headed? Felt something buzz. Ooh. I put this world back and it came out again. Yes, finishing up this cycle. 6 of Cups. Lovely. And Knight of Cups. Okay, a lot. Oh, Lord. Next card out. Yes, sir, Bob. Getting that third queen. Queen of passion. Queen of fire, Queen of water, Queen of air, and you already a Queen of earth. You getting your Empress, baby. That's what's happening. Okay, so we got this 8 of Pentacles here. Look at him. Now, first of all, that tree is growing straight up in his house. So it's been there a long time. They built that house around the tree. Generations, right? Generations. You have so many gifts that have been passed down to you generationally, ancestrally. Also, I'm hearing past life gifts that are waiting to unlock as soon as your energetic flow is in the vortex. Look up vortex. Look up vortex meditations. Put yourself in the vortex of having happy thoughts. Now, this is also happy thoughts around your childhood. Now, I want to say, this coming out, okay, because remembering now, you got a lot of water in this reading, Taurus. I'm very impressed. Okay, with this coming out, after the people looking at you part, we have this homie over here that's like, he may still have some work to do. I don't know, that he or she, whatever, no gender, but here we see this is about, now this may be actually someone you've known before. However, I am not feeling It could be an ex. Okay, now listen, Linda. Listen. It could be an ex who you guys, have known each other for a long time. Maybe even you're friends now, but you like don't want to go there again. I don't know. But you both healed, or you just weren't in the right spot before. You guys may be coming back together, but I'm also seeing so many aces for some. This is a general reading. This is a general reading. I will say keep an open mind. This may be someone you knew a long time ago. This often stands for someone you've known since childhood, or it could be someone that you knew and loved in a past life, and now your vibration is at the right level where y'all can come back together. And not just yours, theirs too. They have free will too, and their own spiritual growth to do. However, I do see them coming to you with an offer of love. You got offer of love multiple times in this, and on top of that, you have the Ace of Cups right at the bottom, the root of your reading. This is what they're trying to get you ready for. Okay, but they need you to make sure that you're keeping to moving away from those toxic thoughts, moving with the flow of life rather than forcing life, right? Rather than, when you are in control of that wheel of life, it never turns out good, and you know it. You gotta release. You gotta release into the flow of life, okay? And all of these pentacles, now notice he's still working on this one. But all these pentacles have been put in there. It's taken him a long time to do some of these. And some of these obviously probably came way before him. Right? We turn it around though. And now you got on this side. You got on this side. But I just want to point this out. When you turn this around. Now, this is a perception trick here. This can either be his son. It can be his younger self. His childlike self. Who is looking at him and saying, what are you doing? Because none of these pentacles are corporeal. Right? None of these pentacles are corporeal. And also, you notice how you can see outside in this picture. It's almost like, I feel like a distraction there. You really need to get in the zone. You really need to get in the zone on something here. And make sure you have your own space, I'm hearing. I really feel like you need to have your own space. Your own space. And the World card. Again, I put it back multiple times. Came out in multiple different decks. You're finishing a major cycle. And flow is the name of the game. Right? As above, so is below. Allowing yourself to receive the blessings that are truly meant for you means stepping into that vortex. I'm going to pull one Isis card for you because I'm feeling it. For Taurus, please. I beat the crap out of my cards. I'm always hitting them. Slap it like a baby's bottom. I don't hit babies that hard, don't worry. That's pretty hard too. Spirit. I use her sometimes too. Clear the cards out. She's very helpful. Ooh, I felt that buzz. I felt it. Eye of Horus. Eye of Horus. Awakening divine perception. Eye of Horus. Awakening divine perception. I'm also feeling a major twin flame vibe. Look at this. This was at the top of the Kali deck. And this one came out here. And these are very feminine. Like there's only like, I think 2 or 3 cards that have any masculine in them at all. Interesting. Although I think Horus is her son, right? Cyrus was her man. Horus was her son. Either way. Interesting. Awakening divine perception. I'll read just a touch of this because they're too long, but these are so amazing. They're worth hearing the little bit I'm going to read. Oh, they're so good. I never get sick of them. I've had them for years and years and never get sick of them. Woo! Y'all remember to like and subscribe. It's like tipping, support a sister. I'm still a baby YouTuber. If you would like to actually tip, I include you in my new moon and full moon rituals. Make sure to tell me in the notes section, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, of your donation, what you want to manifest and what you want to release. It's that simple. I add you to an Excel spreadsheet. I say your name aloud. and what you want to manifest and release for each ritual. You get included in 2 if you donate to my channel, $5 or over. I have to say that because the charges eat up anything under that. Eye of Horus. Y'all remember, I do this for free. Okay? I love you all. Awakening divine perception. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities. Somebody's, yes, I am feeling that with these cards right here. These, and then the Queen of Cups coming out. Somebody, if you are willing to do some of the shadow work, right? Remember that 8 of Swords coming out, really looking at it, moving with the flow. They're preparing your vessel for greater spiritual abilities. Ooh, Lord of mercy. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight. And sight is capitalized. I think that's interesting. Divine sight is capitalized. That are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection through this process so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts, which is right here. Y'all remember these 2 coming out? They are going to bless you and prepare this vessel so that this give and flow can continue. It's almost like you're going to be blessed with abundance, not because you need it, but because they want to make your path as easy as possible so that you can spread that love and those divine gifts to others in whatever way that is for you. But of course, they want to make your path easier once this happens. They just need you to prepare yourself for it. Ooh. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected right now. The Oracle of the Eye of Horus is a stamp of divine encouragement, approval, and protection. If you have been wondering about your divine path, about whether you have genuine gifts of healing, insight to share, about whether your inner perception is actually true insight, and whether you will be protected spiritually in certain matters or situations, then this oracle is a confirmation for you. Yes. Drop the mic. Okay, Taurus. I almost said horse. My Taurus horse is watching out for you. Okay? I love you all so much. I manifest this lovely reading for anyone who needed it. Comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Support a sister. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the flip side.